Oh hey, didn't see you there.
Welcome to our channel, Turbo Rust Garage.
Here, you will find.
So this is the rotor here, you guys. This is why it's a rotary. See the triangle?
We have a friend. We don't know whose dog it is. Do it up. What if we might bet it up?
In this episode, you'll find us bumbling around, doing things.
Pulling bicycle. I don't know what to really do. T-Rex grippy thing with a mouth in it. Clever girl.
So anyway,
Clearly we don't know what we're doing.
this channel is inspired by Chris from BS for Build.
Cheers, Chris.
Cheers, Chris. So the first season is called C is for Car. Cheers again.
After filming some sick content, we forgot to record a sick intro.
Wait, we're just do one sick. We're not fully sick. We could be fully sick, you don't know.
Here we attempt to fix a fuel leak and an idle issue.
Hope you enjoy. Now let's do it.
Action shot. Action shot. Action shot. Check out this action shot, guys. Like action shot. There'll probably be a sweet sound thing over this, so we're not talking about action shots. Is there enough action in this shot? What if we Michael bet it up? Whoa.
Okay, this is Turbo Rust Garage, a new show we just started because our cars are a bit unkempt. We're trying to maintain them. This is Ryan's FD. What's wrong with the car, Ryan?
A few things. Currently today we are working on a fuel leak, which is an easy fix because we already have done the research and we know what's wrong. I also don't know where to look at you with the camera.
I don't know. So this first season we're going to call CS for Car. Shout out to Chris from BS for Build. Great guy, awesome inspiration for us to get our cars running and on the street again.
Yeah, and love your videos. So
Cheers, Chris.
cheers, Chris.
So Ryan's fuel leak comes from this T section. I don't know the history of this, but this is the fix we have at the moment.
Ghetto fix. So what I've done is some research with some other buddies that have RX-7s and compared pictures. That is a separate line put in by some backyard mechanic.
Probably for a inline pressure gauge or something like
Yeah,
that.
or checking. It did have fuel issues a while ago, so I think that will be his way of checking it easily without having to pull off lines.
So what is this doing at the moment that the car's having problems with?
Leaking, because
It's
effectively it's a bolt in a hole and no, pressure. The pressure's too big, so it's pushing it out.
Okay, so we got a fuel leak there. We're going to change the hoses around. We also might play with the intake system because we're getting a weird idle, is
That
it?
is correct. Yep. So we think the intake may not be on properly, which is causing the car to idle up and down. It's either that or a vacuum leak. Well, I'm going to try that first because that's easier, and then we'll go into the vacuum leak later.
Don't want to play with vacuum leaks at the moment because I'll superimpose a diagram of the vacuum system on your car and you don't want to play with spaghetti. Okay.
Cool. Let's get to it.
So you can see where that little metal dealie is, where Kasey's pointing, that is the T-junction that we're removing. Because it needs to run in one continuous line. So that is what we're pulling out and replacing. Shouldn't be too hard. We don't know whose dog it is. Turbo dog. Hello, Turbo dog. What you doing, champ? You see us? Good talk. But we have picked up two different types of fuel line, both the same rating, I believe. Yes, looking at it, just different sizes. So, whatever it ends up being, let's compare tips, shall we? Oh, the one Kasey got. Oh, it's bang on.
Damn, I'm good.
Damn, he's good. I'm gonna go die in shame.
As you can see, I like to supervise while people work on my car. I think it's called upper management.
You're gonna go places.
Yeah, I'm going to climb that corporate ladder, guys.
Spin that hamster wheel.
This is what you get when you mess with the warrior.
Is this a New Zealand thing?
Nah, it's worldwide. CRC 5.56 or WD-40, all pretty similar.
The Yanks use WD-40, don't they?
We have WD-40 as well.
But it's not CRC.
What's Fish and chops.
Fish and chops.
Shout out to the Australians out there. How do they say it? Fish and chips.
Cheers! Cheers! Love you, Australia. Cheers.
So we replaced the hose that had the T-junction in it that was leaking. We just replaced that with standard, I think it's 5.6mm fuel line. Put the original hose clamps back on instead of the screwy up ones because they're good enough for Ryan, good enough for us. So that's all tidied up, shouldn't leak anymore. Now we're gonna have a fiddle with this air intake setup because Ryan's moved to pod filters for his twin turbos.
And sick induction sound.
But some cars don't like having a pod filter put on them straight away. It can cause weird idling with the MAF sensor or MAP sensor, you know, depending on the car. So we're just gonna go back to the stock factory setup, plug that in, see if it helps with idle so it's a bit more drivable, and then take it from there.
And also check if the fuel leak is still occurring.
So this is the standard airbox that comes with Ryan's FD. You got the Pexi one on there at the moment. So this should just, it's the opposite of modifying, we're going back to standard. Got the two intakes for the separate turbos, and then a bunch of, I don't know what they are, probably for wastegate. Could be vacuum, oh, it won't be vacuum. Looks like returnable wastegate system, don't know, rotaries, what the fuck.
So that's where the witchcraft and black magic goes through.
Black magic.
Yeah.
Just having a look at Ryan's filter. Looks okay. Not so much. She'll be right. Bit dirty. Probably can't hear that. We'll tip it out, get a photo of that later.
This is why I upgraded it in the first place. Damn.
You upgraded to 2 pod filters, so you didn't replace one of them.
See, look, I work on my car as well. All the hard stuff like removing pipes.
Sponsored by We Stalker. You sick? Well, perfect. That was the beat. So I call them vice grips. I don't know what they're really called.
T-Rex grippy things with a mouth on it.
Clever girl.
3, 2, 1. When Lydia get up to 10.
So. Okay, so can you come down here?
I am impressively tall and wide.
So what did we do and what happened?
So put the stock airbox back on, change the stock intake back over.
Yep, we got rid of the Pixie.
Yep, still has idle issue as you will see Kasey had a good point, turn the AC on and it sits flat but it idles at 2000, so it's slightly higher than normal.
So it stays steady, but it just holds it really high.
So yeah, now we do research, figure out what's wrong.
Could be a common problem with Lyric 7s, we don't know yet. Supposedly vacuum related. There's a lot of vacuum lines in these cars.
But field experts, which is one tick off the box.
We got one thing done today.
Yeah. And we learned a powerful lesson about how to put on stock parts. Think before you act. And drink before you act. So what you want to do with these, guys, is put them on here first, then slot them in. Seriously. Good time in dishwasher. Welcome to our dishwasher. He's loud, impressive. Cheers, dishwasher.
D is for dishwasher.
D is for dishwasher.
Okay. Yeah.